Hey there.
Welcome to Demo Night.
Very excited to be here.
I'm Corey Amesbury, Norwex consultant on the newer side.
And I'm Keely Schmidt, Norwex consultant, and I've been actually a consultant for almost 8 years, but I have just been leaning into sharing Norwex recently. So, excited.
Awesome. All right, so tonight we're going to show off a few of our most favorite, I don't know, what would you say? It's our Safe Haven 5 and maybe a couple other items that we like and a lot of customers like too. So hope you enjoy and we'll get started here.
Yes, so a lot of people don't know that there have been over 85,000 different chemicals that have been developed in the last 50 some years. And out of those 50 or 85,000, 84,000 chemicals, only 200 of them have been tested ever before. And out of those, only 11 have ever been banned in the United States. The European Union has over 1,000 that are banned. Canada, it's over 500 that have banned some of the different chemicals. But Norwex actually has banned over 2,300. It's, I think, getting closer to 2,500 now. We have a no-no list that is extensive. This is just the overview of it, but you can actually find this on the website if you want to learn more about, what chemicals or substances Norwex does not use. I know I was really surprised when I learned that even Dreft laundry detergent, like that's what we washed our babies' clothes in.
Or our babies. No.
Or our babies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so on the EWG.org website, they actually provide grades for all sorts of different detergents, cleansers, both for personal care and for cleaning supplies or detergent. And what a lot of people don't realize is there's no one really regulating any of this. So this is actually the Tide grade for the Free and Gentle. I had a nurse who told me she could not use Norwex detergent because she had to use Tide Free and Gentle or all Free and Gentle. And people don't realize that it's called greenwashing. It's a thing. And they can pretty much say it's good for the environment. It has less chemicals, and there's nobody regulating it. And actually, in here, so like this is also here's the Unstoppables. Gotta love that, right? Another F grade. So, and our bounce dryer sheets. These are a D rating. So people don't realize that if they have a fragrance in it, they can just put fragrance. They don't have to list what's in the fragrance because it's considered proprietary information, trade secrets. So we don't really know. There's no transparency. And the EWG.org website is a nonprofit working group that tests chemicals. And they actually have a verification or verified program that Norwex is actually getting a lot of our products to become EWG verified, because it's about transparency and helping people know what you're using, because there are still some great options that are free and clear of all the bad chemicals. But if there's one thing that comes out of this demo, I would say at least check what you're using so that you know, because when I found out about the draft, I was just like shook. I thought it was safe. It's for babies, stage 1.
Yeah.
So tonight what we're going to do is talk about Norwex and the options we have that Norwex brings to be able to help you decrease chemicals using our Safe Haven 5, which can help you get rid of about 80 plus chemicals from your home from 5 products, just using basically water, and our EnviroCloth. Our EnviroCloth is E for everything. It is the first cloth that Norwex came out with. And our microfiber cloth, I'm going to hold it up here so you can see, the fibers are like super fine. So to be considered microfiber, it has to be 1/6 of a human hair. Norwex's microfiber are actually 1/200th of a human hair.
Wow.
That's like crazy small, and it's shaped like a star. So it goes and it sucks up all of the dirt, grime, chemicals, bacteria from the surfaces when you are using it. So the amount of thread in an EnviroCloth will actually stretch from Canada to Mexico.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It is. And so it will pick up 99% of the chemicals, anything on the surface that you're using it for. I am wetting it down, which is like starting the engine, because to collect everything and actually work, the water is what activates it. So you're going to want to wet your cloth down here, and you're going to fold it usually in 4, because then you're going to have 8 different sides to clean with. So you got that. It will actually hold 7 times its weight in water. So you're going to get a lot, but you don't need it to be dripping wet. So what I'm going to quick show is a demo first showing the difference between chemical cleaning and mechanical cleaning, because that is what the difference is. With just water and the EnviroCloth, you can remove the bacteria from a surface even better than these. And most of us know we're not supposed to say a brand.
But they're disinfecting wipes,
Yes.
right? They're supposed to be healthy and good for us, and you know, use it all over your kitchen and your bathroom and everywhere.
School supplies.
Oh, schools. Yeah.
Right? And I just read an article by Consumer Reports. I'm a big time fan of Consumer Reports, even have a subscription because I love doing my research. They actually just did an article in 2023 or 24 about asthma. These trigger asthma, and they recommend in classrooms not to have children who have asthma, even to be nearer them.
Wow.
So, and I can smell. Clean doesn't have a smell. That's what I learned with Norwex. The smells, we don't know what's in them. But if you've ever read the
Shush you this way.
container, I'm going to move this way.
There you go.
I'm trying, and I told her I have ADD, dyslexia, all the things. If I get off track, rein me in, because we want to keep this short, not an hour and a half. So, if you've ever looked at actually the small print on these, to actually disinfect the surface, you're supposed to leave it on the surface for 4 minutes, wet.
Who does that?
Right?
No one.
And to actually get it and keep it wet, like you'd have to be like bringing it in and constantly, you know, doing that. It also says in most of these that if you're going to put food on the surface after, you should rinse it with water. Do you do that?
Nope.
So, and these are registered as a pesticide. That is the other thing. If it kills bacteria, it actually is classified as a pesticide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the difference between these two. And I think I might turn off the light over here just so that you'll be hopefully able to see. I'm going to use a black light and glow germ to actually demo this. So this simulates germs. It is just a little glow germ here. And I'm going to sprinkle. I get a little crazy sometimes, so I'm going to try not to get crazy with it. Put it there and just kind of rub it in. This is one of our cutting boards that I actually just got, and my husband actually really likes.
And I just ordered, so I can't wait. Mine will show up tomorrow.
Yeah, it is really nice. They have a lot of grooves in here, and I wanted to show it because this will show how also this cloth is going to pick everything up on here and help us see. So I'm going to clean that off there. And black light, I love science. So you can see.
Oh yeah.
We have
It's all over.
lots of germs. So we're going to pretend this is like chicken. Because actually you can clean raw chicken. So I'm going to do this right side with my Lysol wipe. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say.
Shh. Disinfecting wipe.
Disinfecting wipe. Actually, it might not even be that. So I'm going to clean here. I want to make sure that you can see. And nice. All right. Looking pretty clean
To my
there.
naked eye, it looks pretty darn clean.
Yeah. So we got, there we go. All right. Looking
Oops.
pretty
I'll
clean.
get it.
Oh,
That's what your assistant's for.
I get to be the assistant next. So this is with our disinfecting wipe that I just cleaned the surface with. I'm gonna set that down here. And then this side, I'm going to do with my EnviroCloth, which I just wet down with just water. All right. And I'm going to, I am actually left-handed. So I can do this. Actually, I write with my left and I throw and do everything else with my right.
Interesting.
All right, so now we have that cleaned off this side. So you can actually, even just from looking without the black light, kind of see a film on here. But when you go with the handy dandy black light, I didn't actually even scrub very hard, but you can see.
Oh yeah, there's a difference.
I was trying to, with my new camera angles, see that difference? Like the disinfecting wipe basically takes it and smears it around. And if you look at my counter here,
Yeah.
I even have it there. So if I were to take this cloth and go do another surface or the other counter, you know, on the other side of the kitchen, if I'm rubbing on it, you can actually see it adds back. You can, so it's not, it transfers.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. It transfers. And it transferred to my counter where I just had the cloth. Now, this one, which I started using, just water, remember? Now, if I take...
Did you flip a side? Or you
I'm still using the same
Okay.
side, actually. Yes. And normally when I do this, I do try to put the tag side so that I can say,
Oh, sure.
but, all right. Do that.
I love the grooves in that.
I know, it is so nice. Such a, and when you cut, it's like a different sound. It is very, like, it's not a, yeah, it's a different sound. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so it's not supposed to dull your knives. It's rice husks.
Nice.
So it's very food safe. So there we go. You see that?
Oh my gosh.
Just the water and
That's
the cloth.
so much cleaner.
Yep.
I don't see any
And
of the other stuff.
I can still take that off too. So I'm not getting the transfer. And that is what, obviously, what a cloth should do when you're, you know, especially when you're trying to clean up germs and all that jazz. So, disinfecting wipe versus Norwex EnviroCloth. And soon, at the end, there is going to be a post about the raw chicken demo. You gotta watch it. It is what sold me on this when I first saw it. I remember being at a gymnastics meet with my mother-in-law watching my daughter, and I was like, you have to see this. This is crazy. Because raw chicken, you can actually clean up easier than this. So I'm going to quick show one other thing here.
Oh,
The window cloth.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
And then Corey's going to do a couple other things. So I'm going to take the same cloth and show you second cloth that these are like Bert and Ernie, peanut butter and jelly. They work beautifully together. And if you are looking for just a place to start and you're not ready for the full Safe Haven 5 set, this is the basic pack. And you save about $5 when you purchase it as the basic pack. If you put them each in the cart separate, it won't
You won't
do
get
it.
the deal?
Yep. So I'm going to take a little butter and smear it on my mirror here, because we all know, you know, how icky it is to clean up butter, right? This was the demo actually that I saw that sold me on the window cloth. I wish I had seen them together. I did not. I saw them at different times, but had I seen them together, I would have bought the set. So we have our butter on our cloth, and
The butter's on the
or I
mirror.
mean on the mirror.
It's gonna be on
I
the
knew what I
cloth.
meant. But yes, it is going to be on the cloth. And I am going to,
Flip it over. Do you use the other side?
I don't, I use
Oh.
actually the same side. So normally if I have a tag, because then people can see that you're also not going to have, you know, transfer on there. and I did load it up with butter. It was a lot of butter, but all right. So, and then you can use this on mirrors or windows. Okay, so when I've done it, also I've shown it on on a window. That was how I saw it. But so you think, oh, that's kind of, well, yeah, it takes it off, but it's smudgy and smeary. So
Is that a
enter
word? Smeary.
smeary,
Okay.
smeary,
It is
smudgy.
now.
Enter the window cloth. Now you follow with the dry window cloth. So this stays dry, wet, dry, and you polish it up. So this is great for faucets, like I said, window, mirrors. You can clean your entire bathroom, kitchen.
Shine it up.
Shine it up. Yep.
Wow.
20-year-old mirror, but it looks better than it has in a long time. So, this set, fabulous set, and going to be used with her next, and I didn't even actually dry it all the way.
So this is the side I want to use.
Yeah,
Keep using that
yep,
one? Okay.
yep. I didn't even get it all the way dry. I really had wet it down. So, all right.
Nice.
I'm going to move to the assistance role.
To flip over.
She's going to
here.
drop stuff on the floor. I just know it.
Probably, now that we said it. All right. The next item in the Safe Haven 5 is the Norwex cleaning paste. And I have two in my house. One I keep in my bathroom, and the second one I keep in my kitchen under the sink. And so I use the cleaning paste to clean my tub for the most part. I'm gonna admit I just use the cloth for like cleaning my sink and stuff in the bathroom, but I clean my tub with the paste and a Spira sponge. There we go. That's what I typically like. Oh, there's one. Excellent. So this comes in a pack of 2. I'm not going to tell you prices because I don't have them memorized, but it doesn't matter. But this is the Spira sponge. There is a product called a Spira net, and that is different. But they come in packs of 2, which is awesome. So I have one in the kitchen and one in the bathroom. And for the kitchen, we clean the stove off, and I've cleaned the inside of the oven with it. And it is like elbow grease in a jar is what they call it. And I would agree that's a good name for it. But it works for you so that you don't have to necessarily be rubbing really hard. And obviously, look how much is gone in hers. Now, in Keely's here. I think I had one for over a year. But now when I use it, I still say I probably could have one close to a year. 6 months to 9 months, something like that.
And I would say on average 3 to 5 years. Is
Oh, really?
Yes. The
Well-
reason this is so much is because I actually scraped it out with a spoon to give it as samples.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. Well, and it might be. I don't know, because like I said, I just had mine forever, and you're right, it was a couple of years, now that I think about it, when I had to order another one. But they're fantastic. And so what we did on this tile is, oh my gosh, somebody, the little kid wrote on the floor there, so it's got 99% written on there, because that's what kids write. And
99% of the germs it will pick up.
thank you. I knew she'd tell me. Okay, so this is the side she used, and I'm just going to put some on the cloth, and I'm going to say, "Changeo presto, presto changeo." And I'm using a little bit of oomph, really not really going that hard on the same side that she cleaned everything else with. It's up, by the way. And it's gone. And that's just amazing. That's Sharpie marker. So, crazy. So this stuff is, I don't know, it's just fantastic, and I would suggest, if you're going to start with a cleaner, this is a great one to start with.
And there's only 3 ingredients in it.
And then there's the, I probably had too much on it because I didn't need it all.
And before we move on to this next one, I just want to say, so the other thing that is unique about our cloths is once you're done using them, actually, you want to hang them to dry by the tag, because actually it's called backlock. it will go to work. The cloths have silver in them, and it's not the bad silver like the colloidal silver or nano silver. It's micro silver,
isn't it?
Yeah, I think, and it's in the liquid form when they bond it to the fibers. You're not going to ever see it come out or anything like that. But if you are aware, or some people, especially in the healthcare field, will know this, silver is an antimicrobial, antibacterial. They use it to heal wounds in hospitals.
Yes, we do.
And so it actually will go to work and start to self-clean the cloth. So you're not going to have to wash this every time you use it. You know, once a week if you use it heavy. You know, for me, I don't clean very often. A little bit more now because I'm, you know, trying to share Norwex. But it will self-clean. So that means you have less, you know, times you have to wash it. And it will then also last longer because you're not washing it every single time, putting it through the laundry cycle. So it also won't then get stinky. So
nice.
It's kind of like the birth control. That's what I heard. The birth control for the cloth and the bacteria, because you don't want it to be stinky and moldy, but you do have to hang it up, you know, so a command strip or...
Yep, I have command strips in my bathroom.
Yep. So, just wanted to share that.
All right, and now that we have let the cutting board dry, I'm going to show you all about this awesome dusting mitt, which comes in our Safe Haven 5. And right-handed or left-handed, doesn't matter. It'll still work. Got a spot for your thumb. And so how this one works, you want to let static electricity work for you. So you want to take and rub your, I should do this right-handed because I'm right-handed. I'm going to put a little bit of, this is flour on
To
here.
simulate dust.
There you go. Is that enough? Do I have to do anything with it? No. That's all right. Oh, I haven't dusted in a long time. Look at all that dust in the one pile. So you want to take and just rub your hands together with your hand in the glove, in the mitt. And then you're going to start, and you're just going to go through, and there it all is. And it's not on here. And so the static electricity will help all the little fine icky dust be attracted to the mitt, helps get it in there, and you can basically, over the sink or the garbage, you can kind of clap your hands and shake it out to get some of that off. Do you have the rubber brush? There we go. I love this thing. I love this thing. This if you get a mop set, get one with the brush because it's awesome. But you can take your, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna get stuff all over.
Put that way into
the sink.
So my brand new floor.
and you can help get some of the chunks off because I have pets, so I get pet hair like crazy, and so and I have the mop, and when I mop, I use the rubber brush to get to clean the. Oh, do you want to hand me the mop thingy there?
The mop microfiber.
So this is the dusting mitt.
Actually, you can do it the same.
Oh.
So the microfiber is the same microfiber as in the EnviroCloth, and it will pick up 99% of the germs.
Do I need to? You can,
yeah.
but you don't have
Normally
to.
you're doing the mop on the floor,
On the
so
floor,
it's
so
creating friction already.
Yeah, that's true, yes. And basically you're going to come through and well, look at that. There's a little bit in the corner because I didn't get it, but now it's all on here. And then when you're done, the rubber brush, then you take it over your garbage can or whatever, and you brush it off. For me, I'm doing it onto the sink, into the sink. There we go. And so, and then you can clean it up. And what's nice about these, it's going to tell you on here, like this says microfiber yarn, and so you know it's the dry one. You can hang them up. So I have another 3M hook in my closet by the front door, which is where I keep my mop, and then for my mop heads or mop pads, I hang them up this way. Obviously, if I use the wet one, I let it dry first. But yeah, awesome.
And
awesome.
one of the nice things about this, you know, dust itself has over 50 chemicals in dust alone. And a lot of the actual dusting, like polishers, they actually have petrol or petroleum type products in it, which are considered carcinogens. And there's no warning label. I mean, you know, when I think of a carcinogen, I think of cigarettes, and there's warning labels on cigarettes.
And your little triangle, where's the triangle telling you what your, you know, the poison is, if you will.
Exactly. Yes. And so that is, you know, this is a safer way. You can let your kids. A lot of kids love to dust with these.
What a great way to get kids to around, to dust. Yep. I hate dusting, but it's more fun to dust with this because you can grab stuff, you know, you can grip around things and slide to get all the dust off. It's awesome.
And if you have two, it's even better because you can
one
use
for
both
each
hands
hand,
and you charge them up and go to town. Done twice as fast.
All right. Are we up to laundry?
Yes. So
laundry.
We talked about 4 products: our window cloth, the Enviro cloth, the dust mitt, and the cleaning paste.
Yep.
So those are 4, and there's 5 products in our Safe Haven 5 set. So what is nice is you get to actually pick out of our 4 laundry detergents which one you want in your Safe Haven 5 set. So I have been using the Ultra Power Plus actually the longer than, I think possibly as long as I was actually a 31 consultant, which was 2013. I started as 31, and I think I started using this 2013 or 2014.
31.
This. Yes. No. Yeah.
Oh,
so like 31. Yeah, we were 31 consultants together. That's right.
I'm like, did you mean to say 31?
I did actually.
Okay,
although I have been saying 31 a lot, even though I didn't mean to. But yes. So 2014, I started using this, at least for sure. We have sensitive skin, and I love that this little bag lasted me 5 to 6 months. And that was when our daughter lived at home, and we were all, you know, we were just doing a lot more laundry. It is also great as a multi-purpose cleaner. And
one of my favorite tips
that's what I was
about
say.
using
Yeah,
this
you
product.
want to share more about that one?
Well, and I want to show that when you get the powder, whether it's the Power Zyme or the Ultra Power Plus, it comes with this scoop. Now this scoop is, I was like, did I read this? I looked it over, I didn't really pay attention. So I'm like, okay, well I got a large load, so I'm gonna scoop it up and pop it in there. And I'm like, how are people like going, you know, taking them 5-6 months to go through a bag? I'm like flying through the stuff. So I decided to read the back and go by their recommendations. And then I'm like, okay, well I need like a teaspoon for a really large load. And this is way bigger than a teaspoon. So I went and got myself from Amazon, less than $2, a literal silver teaspoon that I keep in my laundry room. And if it's a small or medium load, I use a partial teaspoon, and I'm trying to not even get to a full teaspoon on a large load because this is so concentrated we don't need to use the full teaspoon, and therefore I'm going to get a lot more loads out of the one bag. And as far as using it other ways, you can take a spray bottle and you use, and there's a certain formula which I will share, and you put like a teaspoon into a 16-ounce bottle, fill up the rest with water. That is like your all-purpose cleaner for cleaning your counters, or a cat puked on the floor and you gotta wipe that up. And I've used it for cleaning a stain on a carpet. And you can use that Enviro cloth to after you spray it, just leave it sit for a few minutes, go back and then scrub it with that cloth, and a lot of times that comes right up the first time. So this stuff is great.
It is. And I would say, so if you have really hard water, a teaspoon for the, you know, a large load is good. Half a teaspoon if you have soft water and a high efficiency washing machine. Less truly is more. It's very counterintuitive, especially in our society that is more, you know,
More is,
you will,
yeah,
we've
more is
had,
better.
I have more people be unhappy with it initially until they use less. And then they realize, oh, because it's just so concentrated that you really don't need that much. We also, though, have a magnet ball if you have hard water and a top loader like us. I have a magnet ball that I use, so that allows me to use less of the detergent because it softens the water, so then it goes further. So that is one thing. The
Awesome.
other thing I want to share is there is a scoop that's similar size in here. You do want to use the full scoop in the Power Zyme. So the Power Zyme is our newest detergent. It is an enzyme-based detergent. It's got cellulase and amylase, I want to say, and two other ones that I'm still getting into my brain as memorizing it. They go to work on what's the word I'm looking for? Stains that are, organic stains, grass stains, blood, wine,
dirt,
grapes, berries,
Mm-hmm.
And this is great for families. Great also on, like cloth diapers. If you are a family, this is a fabulous detergent for busy families with kids and lots of stains, throw up, all the things. This Power Zyme is fabulous. People are loving it. The other one that is enzyme based is the liquid. This is, I'd say, my favorite, probably because I can just do 1 squirt or 2 squirts. It's pre-measured, and I like the liquid because in my or washing machine, I have to take out the tray. So when we do my husband's work clothes with this. He's a plumber, organic stains.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
on either one, we'll take the smell out of things for the most part. My husband worked in a kitchen. He was a cook, and he would come home smelling of grease and whatever. So his clothes, I had his own load, and I used this stuff, and I was just floored at how his stuff would come out, and it didn't smell anymore. It was fantastic. It didn't have a smell. It was great.
Yes, and that's the liquid laundry detergent also is unscented. If you're somebody who loves a smell, you can get it with lavender. And the other one that has a smell is our Eco Strips. This is great for college students if they don't have a lot of space or traveling. This is actually 1 load, big load. You can, do it in half again. For a small, to medium load traveling, you could put this in a sink and, rinse out clothing in a sink. It does have a smell, but it does not linger throughout. So you can pick your detergent that you think you'd use the most with the Safe Haven 5 set. And
it's nice you get a choice on that.
It
You
is.
get to pick.
And you save almost, I want to say, $20 when you purchase the whole Safe Haven 5 set. It is a fabulous set, and going to give you the most bang for your buck, especially if you don't have products yet and are wanting to have kind of a starter kit to start with.
Yeah.
So,
Fantastic.
all right.
Can you tell we've been friends technically 20 years this fall? 20 years.
Easy.
That is
Crazy.
Yeah.
So the other thing I would just say with laundry, dryer balls, that would be the other, if
I
you're,
just started with that. I have the balance sheets still, but I try not to use them. I think my husband, who isn't educated enough yet, still uses them when he does laundry, but I don't. And then I try to keep the dryer balls away from the cats who want to play with them. So
or the dogs.
yeah, or the dogs. Yeah.
They are made of New Zealand wool. They come in a set of 3. And then this little bag. You want to keep the bag because you can actually recharge your dryer balls. So if you already have dryer balls and they're getting
That's a
little,
key.
you
So
can recharge
if
them.
stuff is getting too staticky, it could be because you're using your dryer too long, which I tend to do. I'll
Me
leave
too.
stuff in and then I go, oh, I gotta fluff it. Or
12 times. That's me.
Or you have had your dryer balls for 2 years and didn't know that you were supposed to be recharging it periodically. So I recharged mine recently. It was fabulous. And all that means is you're gonna, if you have the bag, put it back in the bag and you put it right in your washer with your Ultra Power Plus or your, however you're clean.
You can just do it with hot water too.
Nice. Well, I did it with
Yeah.
with the stuff. Or if you don't have the bags, stick them in a tube sock. That'll work too. Some way to keep them together and let them go through your washer cycle. And then, did we take them out of the bag to go in the dryer, or did you leave it in the bag? What did I do?
I took mine out when I'm done.
I can't
just put 'em in
remember.
there.
I can't remember what I did because I've only recharged them once. But yeah, take them out and let them bounce around in your dryer. So, and then I noticed a difference right away that my underwear wasn't sticking to my sweater, and it was so much better. And I didn't hear the when you take it apart. So, really makes a big difference to recharge those now and again, maybe quarterly, something like that. When you start noticing it, that's when you should do it, I guess. All right, so that was the main portion of our demo tonight. And I just want to say thank you to the hostess. And let's talk about